Good morning, student. Now we are discussing about joint stock company. Now, joint stock company, the characteristics, merits, and limitations we have discussed earlier. Now we have to discuss types of company. Basically, there may be three types of company. One is a company which is called one-person company, a single man owned company. Then private company, also called private limited company. Then a public company. First of all, I told you the what is called a one-person company. One-person company is that company in which only one person is member of that company. He has 100% of shareholder by itself. All the stakeholders is only one person, and this person must be a citizen of India, and he normal resident of India. He must be a citizen of India to have a single owned company. The third main thing is he can be a member of only one company at a time. He cannot hold more than one company. He must have only one company. Then he has to appoint the nominee by his written consent, that in the case of his death or any other mishappening, this is my nominee and he is going to repay all the debt, and he will also continue company or not, as the case it may be. Then it has he only be a director of his company, or has maximum number of director, that is 15. He has 15 members at most. And another one important thing is that he may not call or may call the annual meeting. He is given relaxation in this. The annual meeting, if he don't want to call, he can take all decisions by himself. He can sign also by his consent that now we are going to pay dividend, and he is fully authorized to do this. So that is a company which is a single owned company. The private company. The very first thing is in private company there is restriction to transfer the shares. Shares cannot be transferred freely, but in public company the shares can be easily transferable to any party. And in private company the minimum number of members are 2 and maximum are 200. 2 and 200. Minimum 2, maximum 200. In public company, minimum number is 7 and maximum no limit. Maximum number of members, there is no limit to maximum number of members. Then a public company cannot invite, a private company cannot invite general public to subscribe its shares, but a public company can invite public to subscribe its shares. Then they become a stakeholders who take the share of public company. They become the stakeholder of that company. Then in private company and in public company, both companies, they have to show their audit, they have to show their account to all other members, remaining members, and collectively they take the decisions of the firm or a company. In Then in private company, the name private limited is to be there after the name of the company, and in public company only limited is enough to form a public company. And one more thing, that minimum guaranteed subscription, which is 90% according to the Companies Act 1956, that is not compulsory in case of private company, but the compulsion is there with public company that the minimum subscription should be 90% of the total lot if they offer to the public. Means at least 90% of their share must be sold out. That is called subscription. If 90% of their share is sold out in market by the general company, by the general people, then only a public company come into existence. Otherwise, they have to return all the money back to the public. But in private company, no this type of restriction is required. So this is all about joint stock company. This is all for this session, and next topic we will discuss in other lecture. Thank you very much.